Welcome learners to the second video of the third module on goals and objectives of developmental model of counseling. The learning outcomes of this video would be to identify the goals and objectives of developmental model of counseling and to analyze the strategies to meet the needs of the goals and objectives of developmental model of counseling. Let us continue with the sixth point, use school success skills. School success skills refers to the strategies to help students become academically successful. Some of the success skills are time management, organization, critical thinking, communication, reading comprehension, etc. Continuous practice with keenness is required to learn these skills. It is important for a school counselor to help students to develop cognitive, social, and self-management skills. Various articles and write-ups have come up with 5 key skills for academic success of children. They are organization is the first one. Organization is planning something for a purpose. It is an arrangement or coordination of the tasks to be done. It can be anything, for example, ready to go to school. When going to school, get organized like keeping track of the books or study material. Remember or plan what should be taken, what is needed. It can as simple as a lunchbox, a water bottle, a bag, etc. To thrive, to flourish, or to be successful, children need to be organized. It is the lack of organization skill that hampers students' ability to face academic challenges rather than their intellectual capacity or ability. And the second one is time management. Time management is a skill that has to be practiced and experienced because it is an art that has to be learned to organize or purpose the time to be productive. For children or students, it is difficult to learn scheduling their time to complete their homework or assignments. They would not start until the night before the last date of submission. Good time management helps to achieve more in less time period, as well as it has many more advantages like having more free time which allows to take up any other learning opportunity, lower stress and anxiety, helps to focus, goal-oriented, and more than anything, it connects the aspects of life as every benefit of time management improves other aspects of life. The third one is prioritization. Prioritization means arranging activities or things in order of importance or its significance relative to each other in the event or a task. Lack of this skill of prioritization or prioritizing the activities makes children or students to fail or fall behind in school in completing their work because they don't know from where to start, what to do, and when to do. Prioritizing is a skill that is needed not only during school days but for lifetime. The fourth one is concentration. Concentration is the action of focusing, a close attention, a thought, or a close gathering, the power of gathering one's all attention or being attentive. It has been always remained a complaint in school that students do not concentrate. This is a skill that has to be learned or practiced to work in a place with less or without distractions and interruptions. It can be any schoolwork as simple as learning a spelling or preparation for term test. Concentration is an important aspect in success. The fifth one is motivation. Motivation is a stimulation, a stimulus or an impulse, a reason for behaving in a certain way. Though many children want to do well in their school, yet they fall back, they fail to achieve the level of academic success. The one reason time and again is motivation, rather lack of motivation. It is important to tap the child's interest and find where the stimulation lies in the child, which is one great way of getting him or her equipped for school success. The seventh point is have career awareness and use educational planning. Career awareness means to have a thorough knowledge of the available career prospects. To have career awareness, one has to work towards developing the knowledge about the possible career openings and chances, clear concept about the job's outlook, the determining factors of the job's outlook, self-awareness, which means to have complete knowledge about one's own choices, likings, strengths and weaknesses, preferences, success and failures, and most importantly, the educational requirement to be efficacious. A school counselor is expected to have career awareness to prepare pathways for the students to explore the career opportunities and help them to identify their capacities, interests, abilities, and skills and get ready for their career by improving their skills and capacities to be successful. Now, coming to the educational planning, the process of designing strategies, understanding procedures, knowing policies, programs, and standards. In other words, it can be said as a setting out in advance towards achievement of the educational objectives. This planning does not happen by chance. It is a well-organized, elaborate, comprehensive, and a methodical process, and in other words, it can be said as a detailed and systematic process which is orderly done on a regular basis. The school counselor has a pivotal role in this process of educational planning so as to make the education effective and operative to meet the future needs and goals of the students. This have to assist, aid and support students to navigate over the complex and competitive world of academics and career. The eighth goal and objective is have community pride and involvement. The priority of every school counselor is to help students to be successful and support them with carrying out their schoolwork efficiently and promote students' socio-emotional development. School counselors mediate, coordinate and collaborate with parents, teachers, administrators and community on the whole. Studies have shown that involvement of parents and community in schools improves not only academic achievement of the students, but it influences the development of motivation, positive attitude about self, and sense of control over their environment. With this significance, the role of school counselor is pivot in developing community engagement for children and families to strengthen the community partnerships in school counseling programs and help school staff and parents to link internal and external resources and work together towards engagement, trust and collaboration. Kristen Perry, in a talk organized by American School Counselor Association on community engagement, spoke about leadership, advocacy, collaboration, and systemic change. In the process of community engagement, the school counselor needs to exercise the abilities of leadership, advocacy, collaboration, and systematic change. Leadership is an action of directing or guiding, influencing and encouraging a group of people or a team or an individual to achieve a common goal. Leadership is a process which is continuous and an ongoing practice or a course. A leader has clear vision, has integrity, is unpretentious, audacious, and has complete focus. With all the qualities of leadership to engage community in the overall development of students, school counselors as leaders work towards building linkages with the key stakeholders such as parents, administrators, teachers and community, especially organization and the community leaders. School counselors as advocates join forces as parents, teachers, administrators, and community on the whole to address the issues and challenges and problems of students and devise strategies to provide socio-emotional support to students to be successful irrespective of the situation that they are in. School counselors strive to advocate equality, affordability, and accessibility in education and overall development of students. School counselors as collaborators toil with much effort with the stakeholders both inside and outside of the school. They bring in support from community partners as they can access a vast array of advisors, supporters, and helpers for student development. Collaborating with these aids of support is relatively challenging to any other individual or a school alone. Systematic change is the steady ongoing transformation and developments which can be called as reforms. These reforms must be based on the important and essential qualities and beliefs of the system itself. Systematic changes in the institutions or schools occurs when the policies, procedures, and attitudes are changed, endorsing and upholding equity and access to educational prospects for all students. Changes occur when there is sustained involvement and support of all the partners of community. School counselors and systemic change aims to influence student performances and achievement and connect students with resources to ensure success. Let us see in the third video about the developmental perspective to counseling. Thank you.